Okay, good morning to the newcomers. අපි මෙන්න මේ object ray diagram එකේ ඉඳලා අඳින්න පටන් ගන්න අද. So what we are going to draw the ray diagram for an object which is kept on the focus. So we'll see what will happen when the object is kept on the focus. And according to the diagram, you can see the reflecting rays will be parallel. So the parallel rays, they are not going to be intercepted. So it is difficult to obtain a sharp image. And again, it is difficult to mention the properties of the image also. So therefore, we are telling a magnified image will be formed at infinity. So we assume that the parallel lines are intercepted at a point on the infinity. So that's how we explain the properties. So first of all, we can draw it. So you can draw it the way you know with the help of the diagram in the book or with the one that I'm going to draw. Okay. According to the diagram, you can see the two rays are parallel, right? And the image will be forming at infinity. Again, we have selected the two same rays like the previous. කලින් එක වගේම rays දෙකක් අපි select කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒතර මෙයාගේ properties අපි ලිව්වොත් මෙහෙම වෙන්නේ magnified image will form at infinity. Magnified image will form at infinity. Okay, check your diagram. You can check the diagram. If you have got something like this, then okay. Okay, so we'll go for the next one. Third diagram. So now here we have to keep the object between the center and center of curvature and the focal point. Between the center of curvature and the focal point. So it is better to measure these locations, otherwise your final outcome will be wrong, right? So do your basic stretch. So here, earlier we started by keeping the object here. Now then on the focus, now here between F and C. Parallel to the principal axis will go through the focus, and the one going through the center will follow the same path. They get intercepted here. This one will get reflected from the mirror, so you can't draw it. Not the board is not big enough, so that's okay. This is the place where we get the image. So as you can see, it is inverted, magnified, and real image. Upside down, that's what inverted. Magnified, you can see the size of the object and the size of the image. So therefore, magnified. Magnified is large. Look it. Right? Then real. Now it is created in front of the mirror. So when you keep a white paper here, you can get the image of the object. Therefore, it is a real image. Okay. Those are the properties. You can draw it and see. හරි. මම හිතන්නේ ඒකත් කම්ප්ලීට් ඇති. object image mark කරන්න ගැටලුවක්. object image. Right. So that's that. So we completed 3. So we'll go for the fourth. We can go for the fourth one. So now be careful. The fourth one, when you keep the object on the center, right, center of curvature, image will also form at the same place inverted, and the size of the object and the images are the same. So therefore, measuring these distances is a must. මේවා මැනලම ගන්න නැත්තම් image එක හරියට එන්නේ නැහැ. හරි? be careful. මේක හරියටම අදින්න ඕනේම දෙන්නෙක් තමයි ඉන්නේ. කියන්නේ අර focus එක උඩ තිබ්බ එකයි center එක උඩ තියෙන එකයි හරියටම ගන්න. මොකද ඒක කවුරු ඇන්දත් image එක එකම තැන එන්න ඕන. එතකොට අපි හරියට ඇඳේ නැත්තම් වැඩි අප්සෙට් එකක්. අනිත් ඒවාවල පොඩි පොඩි changes වුණාට එච්චර ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. F උඩ තියෙන එකයි C උඩ තියෙන එකයි critical. Right? Right. Mark the object parallel to the principal axis will go through the focus. It will be difficult for me also because I don't have access to the mathematical instruments. So this is how it comes. If you draw it by measuring accurately, you can draw it at once. First ray parallel to the principal axis will go through the focus. Second ray, the one going through the focus will go to the go parallel to the principal axis, because you can't use the previous ray since you can't send the ray through the center because the object is already on the center. So you can't use that particular ray. So I selected another ray because I have 5 types of rays. So I can use 2 of them. Then the property is real, inverted, same size. So those are the properties. Object, image. So normally when we draw the image, we use dotted lines. So directly you can identify what the image is. Unlike the book, textbook, they have used the normal lines. Okay. Try and see whether you can get the same results. Okay. So later then we go to the next one. So we'll see the fifth one. So the fifth one, okay, all right. See, the object is away from C. C වලින් එහා පැත්ත. හරිද? So this is how you can draw it. So sometimes they draw the image in full line. So okay, doesn't matter. Either dotted line or full line. So okay. This object, this is image. So as you can see, the image is slightly smaller than the object, isn't it? So we'll write the properties. Real image, then small. There's another word. Diminished. Diminished is another term for the small images. Okay. So image will be falling between F and C. Whatever the location, it's no problem. Not right at the center. There is nothing such. It should come between F and C. Real, small, and inverted. So these are the properties and this is the ray diagram. Something like this, you should get not right at the center. Depending on the place where you keep the object, the location of the image also changes. So it doesn't matter. So I kept the image closer to C. So I got the image closer to C. If I take it away, then this will go into the other direction. That's what happened in the book. No problem. Yeah, C is here. C is here. Okay, you can draw it. Okay. So we draw 5 of them, right? Then we go for the object very far from the mirror. So in this case, actually the diagram is not in the book, right? We have to draw it by ourselves. Now we assume the rays coming from far away object as parallel. Right? Say the ray coming from a far away tree or window, right? So when they are far away, and another thing, you can't draw the object here because it is too far away. So we only take light rays coming from it. So we have to mark the focus on the center. The rays, parallel rays. This one such ray coming through the focus, right? Then they that ray go parallel to the principal axis. And we know, right? We have to use the knowledge that we know. Okay, so we know the image will be forming on the focal on the focus. So if the image object is far away, image will be forming on the focus. So therefore, we can take the image here, right? And we can draw the other line. We can draw the other line, which is going to the C. So if your measurements are wrong, then there may be some errors. So the two lines should be parallel, at least, right? So this is the image form. Now the properties of the image, it is smaller, inverted, real. Small, inverted, and real. So I use the term small because my object is much more bigger than this. අපි තුමු ඈත තියෙන පොල් ගහක් කියලා. ඒකේ image එක චූටිට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. ඒතර මේක තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් උඩට ඉස්සෙන්න ඕනේ මේ parallel වෙන්න. ගාන්න parallel යන්න. Parallel rays get reflected like this. කොහොම තමයි. ඔක book එකේ නෑ. ඔක බලාගෙන යන්න.